Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. A food business is always a great idea. Yeah, let me go old school because I remember some long time supporters on this channel remember when the channel wasn't Money Matters but called Rom Wills about that business, and all I talked about was different business ideas. I had to go old school because I wrote down the title for this just before I went to go get some lunch. I'm gonna tell you what, a food business is always a great idea. I mean, I've known several people over the years who formed some type of food business. And I haven't talked about this individual in a long time, but it was a gentleman in the DC area who had 3 places that sold buffalo wings. And it was incredible. And actually, the buffalo wings were just average, but to be honest with you, but, they still sold. Look, here's the thing. It's always a great idea for one simple reason. People always got to eat. That's why, like in the United States, when you get immigrants to come to the country, 2 main businesses they'll get into right away or have one of their people get into is a restaurant and a grocery store. That's the one thing. That's the one thing. People always going to eat. That's why, like in the neighborhood I live in, there are several major grocery stores within a 4-mile radius. Let me say that again. Several within a 4-mile radius, really a 3-mile radius now that I think about it a little bit better. Because people are always going to eat. That's why you can have restaurants on top of each other. People going to eat. I've known several smaller business people, like I've known several people who started vegan restaurants, and they were making money. They were making money. People got to eat anything with food. There's a couple cupcake places. There's a couple cupcake places near me. 2 of them in the same little strip mall. They're not even really competing with each other because people are always going to eat something. Look, people got to eat. And I'm going to tell you the truth. And here's the beauty of the food business. It's not like buying furniture. Okay, like I mentioned, and people might have noticed who watch my main channel, I got a new couch a few months ago. Got a new couch, right? Now, I probably won't have to unless I just want to be that type who changes couches every year. Well, technically, it'd be a waste of money, but I could change it almost every month. But a lot of unnecessary money I can't save for my house then. But my point is, if you get a big purchase like a TV, a couch, some furniture, a bed set, you're only going to really buy them like once every 5 years. Let's just be real. On average, you're going to get a couch once every 5 years. So you're not spending a lot of money on those products. People selling that, they really got to move some weight to sell it. When you talk about cars, a lot of car places complain. That's because people don't always need a car. Once they get one, they just keep fixing it up and everything. And even services, that could be a good thing depending on what the service is, right? But the thing is, the beauty of food, you're always going to come back. Like a good grocery store, if they in the right location, like I said, the right location, keep the place clean, they can make money. They just have to be in the right location, give good service and everything, because people always got to eat. If you're a good restaurant and you can sell food, sell different items, really not even for that much money. Like let's say, buffalo wings. Buffalo wings. Say you had a buffalo wings, you had some sides to go with it, some good greens, because that buffalo wing guy, he had greens, mac and cheese, had rolls and stuff like that, drinks. People always come to get it. In fact, little fast, quick food like that isn't quite like burgers and stuff, they actually do well. Because because here's the thing, food itself is a legal addicting thing. Because once you get that taste, as long as you cook good food, because that's the only thing you really have to do, cook good food, people are going to come back, and they're going to come back, they're going to come back. They're always going to come back for it. And you can actually build up a decent customer. customer base, because all you really had to do in that on that situation, first of all, the food got to be good. That's it. I mean, food good, place is clean, like you got some good ambiance and everything, great customer service. You have those basic things, good food, good place to sell the food from, and there's some places the food is so good. I've seen lousy customers. It was like this one restaurant. I ain't gonna call the name of it, and they've actually gotten way, way better with customer service. But I remember the customer service was bad. But people be out the door in line to get the food because the food was so good. So good food, really great customer service, good ambiance, keep the place clean. People always gonna come back. They always gonna come back. See, you get repeat customers. That's the key. That's really the key to any business, honestly. You get repeat customers. And maybe I'll talk about that on another podcast. But if you got your food business, it's a great idea. Now, all you had to do, you still got to have your licenses and, any permits that you need. And it's worth it in the end. Keep it clean. Like I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. One of the things that I can't emphasize the clean part, even if your food is great, because a lot of businesses go out just because they don't keep the place clean. I would say stay on that hard. Because, let's put it like this. If you serving food, would you want to go someplace and you heard, you hear say about some mice around there or something like that, or roaches crawling around? Seriously, just keep it. Like, if I had a food business, shoot, I have professionals coming in, board up every single possible hole, pest control, like dealing with bugs and stuff. Shoot, if I could, I have them come in there every night. I ain't gonna lie. That's how deep it is. But it's a great idea. Seriously, that's one of those things. In fact, I've known people, they didn't even have formal restaurants. When I was working in the government, we would have some women, they would it was a couple of them, and each one of them would take turns, and they would get lunches for everybody. They have cook at home, bring it all in for everybody. Boom, making money. And you got some people doing that, but the food tastes good. That's the key. Like, if you have an idea, any of y'all out there, y'all can cook something like that. Oh shoot, you sitting on a gold mine. You are sitting on a gold mine. All right. So anyway, especially with some food, let's go make that money.